Am I live? I don't know. Hi there, guys. It looks like I'm definitely, surely, for certainly live. And hello and welcome, welcome. This is going to be a video for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, whatever. Leo, I'm going to be getting some cards here from the Wisdom of the House tonight. Light to your Tarot, my own real life Oracle deck, maybe a couple of play cards. We'll see where Spirit draws me. But this video is going to be for Leo only for the week ahead. Okay, so I'm going to grab you some cards, Leo. I do thank you for joining in, and I send you so much love and blessings. I hope you're having a fabulous week. This is going to be your current energy. I do want to let you know that I'm aligned with love and light in God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you, Leo, for allowing me to be of service in this way for you. This is going to be outer influences or people, things that are going on outside of you, Leo. Whoa, whoa, big old things, big old things. Did you see that? Just take a big old hike. There it goes. You got two cards there for Leo. And Spirit's guidance for you as far as the situation. Nope, there it is. There it is. Okay, okay. Looking good, Leo. Okay. All right. So, Leo, beautiful energy. I love this card. It just reminds me how bright you are. Hi, my read. Welcome, welcome. It reminds me how bright your energy is, you know, and you might not realize this all the time because sometimes it's hard to be the brightest light in the room, you know. Sometimes it's very hard. And I just want to remind you that in order to maintain your bright signature, okay, and to continue growing in your trajectory, you're going to have to cut away some of the dead weight, things that are pulling you back down, okay, even when they're presented to you, okay. And sometimes it's easy to fall back into the familiar and romance, this or that, whatever, right? But is it good for me? Is it good for the life that I'm trying to create for myself? Is it in alignment with the future that I desire to have for myself? No matter how far off that is, you've got to kind of remind yourself of these things, Leo, because otherwise you're not only negating your progress, but you are going to kick yourself afterwards. Spirit is telling me right now, and that's not necessary, so no need to kick, okay? You know when you're feeling low about some decisions that you may have made, okay? But walk with grace, all right, and let it roll right off of you, because every moment is a new moment to continue to shine at your full potential. You don't have to wear those things like badges of armor, right, or heaviness or whatever, to keep you down so that you're punishing yourself yet again. Okay, Spirit is saying you don't need to punish yourself, just be your best self in every moment. And when you recognize that you've fallen short, that just shows you where you could stand to grow, right? But we are all ever evolving and growing. So, Leo, your current energy, you have number 4, High Priestess of Water. I've got chills right now on this, okay? So this is beautiful energy. 4 is the number of a stable foundation. All right, hello, Nicole. Welcome in, darling. So this video is for Leo. Now, the High Priestess of Water is a master of her emotions, okay? She's able to really feel intuitively into situations. That 4 indicates stability here. So I feel like you might be the stable, strong, grounded one, but sometimes it's just too much. Like, where does the healer go to be healed? You know, where do you go to unload when everyone comes to you for your assistance with their problems? You know, that's kind of how I feel here. But I want to let you know, again, we're circling back to you're at the state of being that you are at because you've earned your place to be there, right? And in order to continue to grow, you are going to see things that clash with your energy now, okay? And it's okay to call a spade and say, wow, that doesn't work for me anymore. Or wow, I don't really like spending time with those people anymore. Or wow, I'm not going to allow these people to talk to me that way, right? To change your standard, to raise that bar, to enforce it. I feel how that could be draining to you, but it's necessary so that you begin to make those decisions to protect your energy a little more forcefully, Spirit is saying. Now, what's going on outside of you? Either events or people. So you've got the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Cups, okay? So this is pretty big and huge. So Leo, I would almost say that you could be going through a breakup, you know, or witnessing something like that. This Ten of Swords is final endings of sorts, okay? So it doesn't have to be a breakup. This could be losing a job or quitting a job or walking away from a house, a relationship, a way of being, a town, all right? Deciding, no more, I'm on a diet and that's that. You know, these kinds of things that are going on outside of you that might influence the way that you're feeling. People who are really wanting to turn their backs, okay? They could be turning their backs on you, on each other. This Nine of Cups is, these could be the same person, situation, or totally separate. Okay, so Nine of Cups is about somebody feeling very self-righteous in their energy. They're doing things, they're in alignment with themselves. This is almost a fortune after difficulty kind of card. They put in the effort, they've aligned themselves, and now they're quite pleased with what they've cultivated. Okay, and it's kind of a selfish card, and so is this. So I can see people outside of you, Leo, that might be acting selfishly in order to get a rise from you somehow, to get you to do things or to act a certain way, or maybe there are threats here about, I'm going to take something away from you, or you'll never see me again. Like, this is quite interesting, but you're being asked to hold the line and stay stable and calm, okay, this week, as chaos might be going on around you. I kind of feel in the relationships or the things that you're tuning in with, not sure. This is up to you, Leo. You don't have to buy into the bullshit. I want to say this right now. Wow, Spirit wants to say, not everyone is like this. Not every situation is like this. Not everything is chaos, haphazard, this and that. So you might be dealing with some kind of, you know, witnessing something, and I feel how you might be disheartened, like, oh, that's all the world has to offer me. Okay, and I want to say to you, that is so not the case. It's just what you're encountering at this time, because somehow your energy is magnetizing it in. And a lot of times we magnetize into ourselves what exactly we do not want, so that we can check it off the list, discard it, finish those lessons, and put them away, right? Okay, I don't want that kind of relationship. I don't want to live in this kind of neighborhood. I don't want that kind of house. I don't want this kind of job, right? We go through a trial and error period in a lot of different ways, okay? So I feel how, Leo, Spirit wants me to let you know that this week you can capitalize on the energy by looking around at what's going right in the world, in your life, and people you know, and not looking but with envy. F those people, they're so lucky, the bastards, how do they have all that, right? But looking around and saying, I would like to have something like that in my life, and with my logical mind, how can I put actual effort into achieving that? Because you can. When you see something that you desire, wow, it's not lucky them, it's I can have that too. I just haven't focused in that kind of an area because I've been focused elsewhere, right? And I feel like those are the areas that are glaringly jumping out to you, that are kind of causing turbulence in your life. Okay, that's showing you the imbalance. You could have better, but you're dealing with this. Okay, I'm sorry, Leo. I need to say that to you. So let me give you one more quick one here. I got chills right now. This is an empowering reading. You need to hear this, and I'm sending you so much love. Seven of Hearts. Oh my God, that gives me full body chills, Leo. Seven of Hearts is about different ways of doing things, using your discernment. It is not a cookie cutter dimension. We are not all the same. I can't say, Leo, if you go do this one thing, then you're going to fix everything, and that's what it is, because every Leo's different. Okay, you have to try all the different things and see how it works for you. You can't listen to the guidance of your mom or your husband or your boss or whatever this is, okay, and think that that's just going to work because they said so. How often have we worn those paths and realized that we should have never walked them at all, right? We regret them. Oh my God, why did I even do this? It's so not me, because I listened to somebody who thought it was a good idea for me, right? We've got to stop deferring and start actually embodying our own choice and our own discernment. And that's what it is. There are different ways of doing things. Leo, you get to play, you get to choose, you get to feel into the energy of all the various options. Think outside the box and step outside your comfort zone. Spirit is screaming in my ear. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. And don't be afraid to take good advice or guidance that you might hear from other people or wherever these sources are, okay? But I really feel how movement is the key here. Movement is the key here. Out with the old, in with the new, recognizing your own empowerment and making choices that benefit your life, even just in the moment, because all of those choices in the moment add up to a really beautiful fucking life, Leo, and you deserve that shit, all right? That's what I have for you. Thank you for tuning in, Leo. The next one to be read is going to be Cancer, and I will see you guys there.